Okay, guys. So I want to talk to you about your exam for semester one. Yay, we're here already. I just wanted to explain the rubric and explain the project to you. So this is going to be 3 parts. It's mostly designed to just get you to reflect on what you've learned so far. You can feel free to use any materials that you still have from any of these units. I did try to collect and save all of your study guides for you, so that might be able to help if you need kind of a memory jog or whatever. Okay, but anyway, so there's going to be 3 parts to it, as I mentioned. The first part is that you are going to do either a written or a video reflection on each of the 4 units that we've studied so far this semester. So the list is right here. In your reflection, I would like you to make sure that you systematically answer each of these questions. This is kind of in the way. So what was this unit about, and what were the most important things that you learned about this time in history? Please be specific when you answer any of these things. And the more specific you are, the more I'll be able to see that you really have the content knowledge from the year so far. Number 2, what did you find most interesting in this unit? Don't say nothing. Make it up if you didn't think it was interesting. Number 3, what did you learn about human nature and patterns of human behavior from studying this unit? I'm seeing this might be the most difficult question for you. I suggest that if you need help, you use those year-long questions I've posted underneath my whiteboard. Like if you look at the front of my classroom and you see like my whiteboard right underneath it, I have a whole bunch of questions. So those can help you kind of think about what you can learn about patterns of human behavior, and like in each unit, which question you saw. And then what questions do you still have about this topic? You need to have at least one question for each topic, which is what you're going to be using for step 2. Okay. So if you're doing, you can do this reflection in 2 different ways. You can do a video, either between 3 and 6 minutes long. I did an example one that is actually linked right here, so that you can see it. Oops. It's right here, my sample reflection. And then I want you to post it on Padlet. So actually, let's just go here to Padlet. Oh gosh, this is weird. I don't want that. Okay, so this should go under Menominee history, westward expansion, industrialization, and imperialism. I want each of your reflections to go under here. And I did show you in the video after this how to post something onto here and how to attach that. Do you guys know that you can actually attach, like you can record a video right on Padlet? So you'll like go here and you'll go to film, and then it'll allow you to just record your video right on there. It's a limit of 5 minutes, which is fine because I don't want your reflections to be really longer than that. I don't have time to watch all of that. Okay, so you can watch those 2 videos. After that, part 2 is that I want you to research the question that you asked for each of the 4 units. So when you post it on Padlet, it should go reflection, question, and research. Reflection, question, and research. And you do that for 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you probably will use the question that you mentioned in your reflection. You don't have to find a complete answer, but you should summarize what you do find. And then I also, and this is very important, I want you to include a list of sources that you use. So this can be done, again, on a Google Doc or in a video. Make sure that you attach all the sources, and that you should definitely put them on there. And I did a sample one for you. So mine is located right here. It's called Unit 1 Question Research, and I posted my sources on there, and then there's my video. I actually did record that video on Padlet and then realized that that was a bad idea because I couldn't generate a link to it to connect it to this. But anyway, I figured it out. So here's my example right there. And then part 3 is that I would like you to post a reflection, a more general reflection about what you have learned about yourself from studying US history and being in my class so far this year. So I also did an example of that. There's a little link to it. I would like that. Look at my face was stuck. I would like that posted under reflections and journals. And see, here's mine. It says semester 1, who am I reflection. So again, between 3 and 6 minutes. If you record it directly onto Padlet, the limit is 5 minutes. By the way, I haven't mentioned this. You don't have to do a video. If you don't want to do a video, you can do a double-spaced Arial 11-point font, at least one page reflection answering that question. By the way, Arial and 11-point font is the default on Google Docs, so you don't have to change anything. To make it double spaced, you'll go up here in the corner and you put double, okay? But I actually think to answer all of the questions for each, it might take more than a page. And to me, honestly, the video is easier. So whichever one you want. Okay, so here's how I'm going to be grading this. So I'm going to be grading on a 10, 8, 6, or 4 levels, and it's going to be graded on effort, level of reflection, and evidence of content knowledge. So usually, like, the default of any of my grading systems is going to be an 8. Like, if you've met all the requirements and it's finished and it's decent, that's going to be an 8. To get a 10 on anything, you need to go above and beyond and show that you really put your best effort. So did you go above and beyond and put like a lot of effort into this? It's very well thought out. Everything is very finished. Were you very deeply reflective? You make a lot of personal connections. That's going to be the level of reflection. Evidence of content knowledge, like this is where you're being very specific about what you've learned. You're doing an excellent job on your research. You're asking great questions. A lot of times the questions that you ask show like how much you know, because if you know more, you're going to ask better questions. So that's how I'm grading it. That's the assignment. I hope that helped you get a picture. So let's just review one more time. Your finished product, my stuck face. Your finished product is going to include one post under reflections and journals entitled Semester 1, Who Am I Reflection. Under Menominee History, Westward Expansion, Industrialization, and Imperialism, there's going to be 8 posts. Okay, so for each one, there's going to be 2. So for Menominee History, there's going to be 1 post that is your reflection, named Unit 1 Menominee History Reflection. And then there's going to be a second post, which is your Unit 1 question and research. Okay, so that's just for 1. So that there should be a total of 8. And that's what your final exam, semester 1, is going to entail.